This is your second video for the remote stuff. Again, I'm going to kind of intermix some interesting facts about my family, just so you can fill out that quizzy so I know you watched the video. That's my way of checking to make sure you watched the video. So the first fun fact, today's going to be just members of my family. So my husband's name is Brian. Four congruent sides. Today we're looking at a rhombus. Remember, a rhombus is a four-sided figure that has four congruent sides. That's the definition of a rhombus. So I'm going to go ahead and mark all four sides the same. So it's kind of like a square, but this one isn't necessarily going to have right angles. It's just going to have four equal sides, just four equal sides. We also know the diagonals are perpendicular. So if you remember that perpendicular means right angles are 90 degrees. So these diagonals are always going to form 90 degrees in here. So no matter what, if you have a rhombus, it's 90 degrees in the center there. 90 degrees, no matter what. The next property is that the diagonals bisect the angles. So if you remember the word bisects means cut in half. So these diagonals are going to cut the angles in half. So therefore, this angle is going to match this angle. Down here, this is going to be the same. This one's going to match this one. Then I'm going to go ahead and change colors. This one will match this one. Over here, this one will match this one. Now, don't forget, all the properties that we learned from parallelograms still apply. All of those properties haven't gone away because a rhombus is still part of a parallelogram. So I still know that with these diagonals, the diagonals got bisected. So whatever this is the same. Whatever this is the same. We know this and this is going to match, but of course it does because these are blue, red, red, blue, blue. Opposite angles are still congruent. So all of those properties are still the same. But we're adding these three properties. So let's go ahead and look at some examples. But before I do the next example, the next fun fact about a member of my family is my oldest son. His name is Alexander. So my oldest son, actually my only son, his name is Alexander. So on these, remember, I'm going to be giving you numbers. So let me go ahead and put some numbers on here. So these are angles. So these three rhombuses, or rhombi, are all focusing on angles. So I'm going to give you this angle, and on this one I'm going to say angle ABC equals 56 degrees. 56 degrees, ABC. Now I'm going to go ahead and change colors, and these are what we can find. If this is 42, this is 42, this is 42, this is 42. Whatever these angles are, these are going to match. And because the angles the segment bisects the angle, these match, these match. We know the centers are all going to be 90s. So all of these are 90s. Well, now I just got one last angle to find. And I can do that by finding the triangle. Triangles add up to 180. 42 plus 90 is 132. Subtract, I get 48. So this is 48, 48, 48, 48. So remember I said with a parallelogram, every single number has a duplicate. With a rhombus, every single number happens 4 times. Every number happens 4 times. So that's why I only need to give you one number. Where on a parallelogram, I had to give you 3. So let's go and take a look at this guy. This is 76, this is 76. So these are 76s. So on this rhombus, all 4 of these angles are 76s. The middle, no matter what, is always 90. Always, always, always. So now I can go ahead and finish each of these little triangles. 90 plus 76 is 166. So if I subtract 166, I get 14. So this is 14, 14, 14, 14. So there's that one. Let me go ahead and give you the next member I found. My oldest daughter. She's a senior in high school, if you remember, but she's taking college credit plus classes. Her name is Marissa. So Marissa's my oldest daughter. ABC, I'm saying all of this angle from here to here, all of that is 56. Well, if all of that is 56, and this bisects the angle, I'm going to split that into 2 and drop my pen. I get 28, 28. So these are 28s. The middle, like I said before, are all 90s. So I can put 90s in all those. Finish the triangles. So 180 subtract 90 plus 28 is 118. I get 62. So all of these are 62s. So on your homework paper, you've got, I think I made 6 of these. You've got 6 where I give you one angle. You're going to fill out the rest of the rhombuses. The rest of the angles on the rhombus. The rest of the angles. Down here, we're looking at sides. Down here, we're looking at sides. Now, again, let me give you some information. 15x, y, z. 5z minus 1, 24, 2x, 4y, and I'm trying to find x, y, z. Trying to find x, y, z. On the last one, 2x plus 4, 5x minus 1, 4y minus 2, w plus 1. And I'm going to change colors. So when you're looking at a rhombus, what makes a rhombus is 4 equal sides. Every single side is the same. That's what makes it different than a parallelogram. The diagonals are the same as the parallelogram. But what makes it different is all of these are going to be the same. So this is 15. Every single side is also going to be 15. So 15 all the way around. So on this one, I give you 24. Well, if this is 24, every single side is 24. So I've got tiny little equations I can set up. 2x equals 24. So x is 12. 4y equals 24. So y is 6. 5z minus 1 equals 24. Add the 1. 5z equals 25. Z equals 5. So z equals 5. So if I give you a number in any side, I know every single side is going to be the same. So this is 24, this is 24, this is 24. Every single side is 24. Now this one's the hardest one. I'm going to go ahead and clean this back up. This last problem, probably the trickiest. This one's the trickiest. Now let me go ahead and put the numbers in. 2x plus 4, 5x minus 2, 4y minus 2, w plus 1. Now, if you notice, this one had a 24, so I could just set each side equal to 24. This one, I don't know any side. I just know expressions. But this expression has an x, this expression has an x. So I'm going to set these two equal. So 2x plus 4 equals 5x minus 2. Set those equal. Subtract the 2x. I get 3x minus 2. Add the 2. 6 equals 3x. So 2 equals x when I divide by 3. So now I know x is 2. The side isn't 2. X is 2. So I can put this 2 back into my equation and say 2 times 2 plus 4 equals 4 plus 4 is 8. So now I know that side is 8. Well, this side better also give me 8 because I said it was 8. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 minus 2 is also 8. So this side is 8. So now I know every single side is 8. So I can go ahead and do my last two sides. So w plus 1 equals 8. W equals 7. Here, 4y minus 2 equals 8. 4y equals 10. I'm going to get a little bit of a decimal here, but that's not a big deal. 10 divided by 4 is 2.5. So I get a 2.5 there. The next member of my family is my youngest daughter, who's in 6th grade. Her name is Katrina. Her name is Katrina. Now, this worksheet, or this notes, there's going to be 2 different assignments that you're going to get in Google Classroom. One assignment is focusing on the angles. So make sure you realize that the one assignment is just the angles. The big thing with the angles, remember, is that the corners are going to match. The second assignment is going to be the sides. The second assignment is the sides. So there's 2 different assignments that you're going to get involving these notes. 2 different assignments. And both those assignments are going to be due Sunday. Both those are due Sunday by midnight. The last member of my family is myself. A lot of you, I think, already know my name, but in case you don't, my first name is Teresa. So watch the video, answer the quizzes with my 5 members of my family that I talked about during the video, and I will see you in your next Zoom meeting. Bye, guys.